Representative of France for the statement, and we give the floor to the representative of Indonesia.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, I wish to thank USG Voronkov and USG Konings, as well as Ms. Mona Frey for their briefings. We are pleased to observe the fruitful collaboration between the UNOCT and CTED and encourage them to continue on that path. On this particular note, I look forward to sharing Indonesia's experience and lesson learned in preventing and countering terrorism when we host both of you as well as the coordinator of the monitoring team later this month in Jakarta. We're going to have a visit from this organization, noting the importance that they have been doing thus far. Now, let me also express my gratitude to the monitoring team, the CTED, UNOCT, and other UN-related entities for the comprehensive report before us. Mr. President, my delegation takes notes of various salient points in the report, including the point that despite the decrease in the overall level of violence related to ISIL, they continue to pose a serious threat through its affiliate and its inspired attacks. Of equal concern is the remaining large number of FTF. With this in mind, let me make 3 brief points. First relates to the threat of terror by ISIL affiliates. Far from Iraq and Syria, ISIL affiliates continue to threaten other parts of the globe. The report clearly demonstrates that ISIL affiliates have become even more active in West and Central Africa, Greater Sahara area, Central Asia, and Southeast Asia. We know that this is a threat that evolves fast and takes on different forms. Therefore, we must ensure that our preventive measures and response evolve as quickly and with greater dynamism. Second, we note the continuing humanitarian and security challenges posed by FTFs. Issues such as how to deal with relocation, prosecution, rehabilitation, and reintegration of returning FTFs and their accompanying family members present significant challenges for member states. In this regard, with a view to discussing existing practices and challenges in Southeast Asia, Indonesia, together with CTED, just last week in Jakarta, co-organized a regional meeting on, I quote, comprehensive and tailored strategies for the prosecution, rehabilitation, and reintegration of persons allegedly associated with terrorist groups. We believe that further efforts need to be made to strengthen the coherence, coordination, and effectiveness of prosecution, rehabilitation, and reintegration strategies among member states with the support of relevant UN agencies. That leads me to my last point, which is preventing recidivism. As mentioned in the report, the threat posed by returnees, terrorist perpetrators, frustrated travelers, or radicalized prisoners is also of continued concern. Despite some of them still being believed to be dangerous, according to records, they are expected to be released soon. We cannot afford to take risks. We cannot undertake the eradication efforts that only lead back to prison. In this connection, Indonesia advocates a comprehensive approach. To that end, with the support of the Group of Friends on PVE, in November 2019, Indonesia, together with Belgium and UNODC, co-hosted an area formula meeting on the challenges of radicalization in prisons to discuss strategies, best practices, and persistent challenges in managing incarcerated terrorists and other violent extremist prisoners. Now, Mr. President, to conclude, while continuing with law enforcement, Indonesia believes that we should also invest in soft measures to counter terrorist narrative and steer people away from extremism. We need to promote and facilitate the spread of message of peace, moderation, and tolerance as the best approach to confronting hatred and prevent incitement. We must provide messages which turn back negativity and at the same time amplify credible positivity. And thank you, Mr. President.
Je remercie
I thank the representative of Indonesia for